So my dear friends, Ajith Kaikini from Gati se Pragati, and here we have Ayaz episode 2. And you know what, my dear friends, Ayaz is going to tell you what are the challenges he faced and how he has overcome it. My dear friend Ayaz, tell me, you call it a business. Is writing a business?
Absolutely.
What stimulated you? And may I know what is your company's name?
Sure. So let's take it one by one. Ajith, hi there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wishes as per your time zone. Folks, thank you so much, Ajith, for this opportunity and this wonderful conversation. So for me, since I was already passionate about writing and you know what I used to see was when I watch TV, whenever I watch TV, whether it's a daily soap or whether it's a movie or it's an ad.
Any presentation.
Okay. What was common across the writer?
Yes.
And that's what I picked up.
Script.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. The script. So that is when I realized that these guys, why are they consistently writing? And why is the writer seem so prominently and so consistently displayed? Which means there is a career or there is money in writing.
Oh yes, yes.
And writing is and in fact one of my childhood friends, I've seen his name in several movies. His name is Merzin Tawaria. Okay. His name is very prominent in quite a few Bollywood movies, and he was in school with me. He was just one above me, one class above me. So when he can write so well, and he writes so many movies, and so why can't I?
No, is that right? When he can write, why can't I? Or I love it, so I'm doing it.
The latter.
Okay.
The latter. So you know, so what I did was, I started treating my passion as my girlfriend.
Wonderful. Yes.
Not your best friend, not your wife, but my girlfriend. Why? A person, any guy, I'm sure like all the guys will relate to this, they'll do anything for their girlfriend. Or rather to keep their girlfriend happy.
Absolutely. All these couples now have become famous. Heer Ranja, Romeo Juliet, because they didn't get married. If they had got married, those names would not have become what they are today.
Let's look at it from another perspective. When you talk about, you can say Heer Ranja. What did Heer do for Ranja? What did they do? Let's talk about Romeo and Juliet. What did Romeo do for Juliet?
Their books are there enough.
Right.
Let's come to what you did with writing.
What I did with writing was I simply followed my passion.
Okay.
My heart told me write poems. Okay, I wrote poems. My heart told me write an autobiography.
Okay. Now tell me, what were the challenges you faced while doing all these things?
The challenges were like, of course, when you talk about challenges, again, it depends on how you look at them. Yes, challenges were there. So let's say when I started it off as a business, people commonly ask me, like, what are the charges per word?
Okay, per word there is charge.
Okay.
Okay.
They straight off, assume that, that writer, okay, fine, that means he'll charge per word. Okay, because that is what is prevalent in the market today.
Okay.
Majority
And
of
may I know what is the charge per word here? I'm getting a shock. Per word?
If I have to give you a charge per word, I'm doing injustice to the writing and to myself and to your...
Oh, okay.
Simply put. So I'll come to, there's a reason behind it. Let's say, for example, let's say if I have to write a short story, of around 1 page. Okay. Now, who am I writing the story for? Am I writing it for a passionate, for a photographer, for a videographer, or for a doctor?
Okay.
Or for an engineer, or for an IT professional? Who am I writing the story for? The story may be the same, the topic may be the same, the versions are different.
Definitely.
So when the versions are different, in such a scenario, is a charge per word justified?
Okay. So tell me the challenges you face from people around you.
From people around
you leaving your engineering job, your finance job, which is the most talk about. What are you becoming? Just a writer. Did that just come? And were you treated like that? Were you bold enough and barge through? What was your experience?
So my experience so when I look at the people around, okay, there are different types of people that I've come across. There are those people who tend to look down on writers.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And there are people like who know the importance of writing. They understand the value of writing. I won't talk about price, but I'll say the value. And then there are those who believe that that writing can make or break a business.
Wonderful.
Okay. In fact, writing. I mean, there are instances I've personally experienced and which are also prevalent on Google. One Google search, you'll get to know. Writing can impact a business. Non-writing, or rather the absence of writing, can also impact a business.
I want to ask you one thing.
Yep.
I had heard all these things, but then when Google came and Yahoo was number one, you know what people said? Hey, Google, white paper, there is no show, no writing, and you look at Google, how colorful, but then it was disproved. I've seen many people, let's take cricket, okay? During my time, Wesley Hall and all those tall people, that's why they are able to hit six. That's why they are able to bowl fast. All that is proved wrong.
Correct.
So can we come to such judgments that, if it is this, if it is this, what do you have to say?
No, being judgmental is never leave the judgment aside. Okay, because by being judgmental, what are you doing? You are violating karma. What does karma say? Judgment is nothing but an outcome. Is that in your hand? No. What is in your hand? The action. What do you do to be judged?
Okay, now coming to this point, when my action is from the heart, it is not having the best words. Still I have seen people creating an impact. The words are not very great, only Vimal. Okay, what does it mean? But still it creates an impact. And therefore, my dear friends, it's left to you now. You think over. Okay? Because as rightly pointed out, a lot we have learned that even an art of writing can become a business. Okay? So it's left to you, my dear friends. A very successful writer. You can create beyond your limits if you are connected, you love, there is a purpose behind what you do. Nobody on earth can stop you. Go ahead with it and keep in touch with Gati Se Pragati for more such episodes so that you get exposed to many new type of businesses. All the best to you.